I'm Alex Perez.
I'm Mike Morales.
And you are watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com.
What do we have tonight on the agenda, Alex?
On the agenda?
On the agenda.
Rancho Nuevo Reposado.
Rancho Nuevo. What did you find out about this
Rancho
one?
Grande.
No,
Rancho Nuevo.
Rancho Nuevo.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Rancho Viejo.
Rancho Grande.
Because we know where the Rancho Viejo is anyways. But, go ahead. Tell us what
we actually have nothing on this.
No, we don't.
But it is from...
I believe that's Arandas. So this is a Highlands tequila. And if you look, we have two different bottles. This is from the same... these two are from the same importer. Casa de Reynoso will be doing a little bit later on Sipping Off the Cuff. The way it was shown to me is that this is the high end, and then this would be the well tequila. So tonight we're going to do Rancho Nuevo. And as you can see, it's a Reposado only. It only comes in Reposado. There's no Blanco, no Añejo.
What happened to them?
They disappeared. They went the way of Roebuck. You ever walk into a Sears and wonder what happened to Roebuck? Remember it used to be Sears and Roebuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what happened to Roebuck? Okay. Well, anyway, it disappeared.
It disappeared. It went to La La Land.
It got swallowed up.
They didn't like the name.
Nah,
they dropped it.
Who's Roebuck anyway?
They dropped it.
Yeah,
it's not hip.
Tequila Roebuck.
It's not hip.
No, it's not.
Sears.
It's not trendy.
Sears and Roebuck.
Sears
Roebuck.
and
Sears.
They're gonna like this, aren't they? Are they paying for this?
They should sell something for it.
Anyway,
we've
here we are.
We've already
pre-poured. As you can see, it's a screw top. All right, so it is very bartender friendly. Okay, and it's a light color. It's a
light straw.
Yeah, it's a light straw color. Maybe a little bit of gold. Not much in the leg department. We're using our handy dandy
weeny legs.
It's got little legs. It's stumpy legs. Stumpy legs. Okay. And, we're using our glassware that we use. Of course, these are tequila tools for us, and so these are specifically manufactured for tequila tasting. And so, what we look for at first is the bouquet, and
we recommend use these if you can.
Yeah, if you can, or similar glassware, champagne flutes. In some cases, you'll see us using snifters in future shows. And we'll explain why. But wow, this one's got a really strong bouquet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a real strong. Trying to be vanilla bouquet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
That's why this is called Sipping Off the Cuff.
It wants to be vanilla, but it's not really.
It wants to be. When I grow up, I want to be vanilla.
Uh-huh. It's almost like I want to be vanilla.
No, I'm sorry, it's artificial to me.
It does smell that way a little bit. I was going to say spicy, but it's not even that.
No.
It's not even that.
It's masking whatever.
It's chemically. It's a chemical after smell almost.
And maybe it just needs to air out a little bit, but not necessarily in the tequila Reposado. You don't have to air it out.
This particular tequila has been sitting here in our offices here at Tequila Aficionado, and has been in climate-controlled environments. So it's not like it's been in somebody's trunk. It's not like it's been out in the heat, anything like that. But
it's airing out a little bit.
Yeah, it's surprising because.
It's changed a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of... There's a spiciness, but I can't figure out what it is. It's not herbal.
No, it is spicy. There's a lot of caramel in there. Let's taste it.
Maybe that'll help.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Wow, it's actually
pretty good.
Definitely not bad.
You were trashing,
Forget that we're on camera.
Yeah, never mind it. We're trashing it.
We're just being brutally honest here,
right?
Because I'm sure you want us to be.
Well, the other thing is, you're gonna. What we're running up against is maybe what you'll run up against when you find, any of the brands.
Interestingly, it's changed incredibly my glass.
Well, so we would recommend, first of all, whatever you do with any brand that we happen to have on the show that you buy yourself, let it air out. Give yourself some time. You may have seen our aerator piece that we put out. If you like using a spirits aerator, that might be a really good idea.
It could be dangerous for some brands.
Could be dangerous.
Might be a killer for some brands.
Well, you know.
But
so is this glass. I mean, that's what this glass is for. It has a reputation. This particular glass has a reputation for bringing out the flaws in a tequila, or what we say, the nasty.
You know, this
has got a nice, but it's got an aftertaste. It coats your palate, doesn't it?
You know, it's got a like a whiskey or a scotch.
Yeah. And I think that's the type of barrels that it may be using.
It's got a really neat vanilla at the end here.
Do you think it's the charring of the barrel that they're using?
I'm sure it is. I mean, obviously, there are some nuances that you can legally put in tequila, and some kind of overdo it. I thought that was the case in this one because of the nose, but now that it's opened up a little bit, it actually is very desirable.
And the flavor
very pleasant,
is very pleasant. This is supposed to be the well tequila. Or some of you who are in sales may understand the term loss leader. This is the type that you use to penetrate accounts. Mm. Well, that's what this is how it's being positioned, but
it's actually pretty good.
It's actually very good. Now
I love this in a well.
It has an aftertaste. It does coat the palate. I feel it on my palate, and I've only had one swallow.
It's pleasant on my palate.
Do you think this would work in a cocktail, or would it get lost in the cocktail?
It could possibly work in a cocktail. This would actually work on the rocks too.
It has a very pleasant bouquet now that it's opened up.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
it just goes to show you can't judge a tequila so quickly. You need to, Mike usually is down to here on the bottle before.
I've not made it. Alex has a wonderful palate. He does come from a wine background, where I'm strictly into tequilas, and so there are many times I have to go through 2/3 of a bottle before I actually get all the nuances out. And so I'm not very quick to judge. Alex, and when it takes me 2/3 of a bottle to get out, Alex picks, at the first sample. Well, it's true. It's true. I learned a lot from Alex, and but by the same token, no, because that would be a wine. But again, what we're saying is that every brand that you purchase, whether it's a known brand or an unknown brand, deserves to have give it a chance. Don't judge it by the color. Don't judge it by the label. Make sure it says 100% agave.
Don't judge it by the inexpensive looking bottle.
Right. If you're
fruit top.
If you're familiar with regions, if you're familiar with the highlands, lowlands of Atitan, those areas there, there's certain things you can expect. So I say give it a chance, and I think this has been very pleasantly surprising for us. This is the low end of the two brands that we showed you. This is the one coming up, Casa de Reynoso. So. What do you think? Do you think it's a?
I like it. I was actually pleasantly surprised by it.
I think it's something that you should definitely watch out. Take a look at. It's definitely worth purchasing.
Do we know what the price point is on this?
I don't know. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of information that was sent to us by the importer, other than the bottles. And if you had seen how we receive bottles sometimes, you'd be surprised how these things show up in one piece.
How they make it.
How they make
survive.
It. Yeah, But thankfully, these made it. They survived, and I think it's a nice buy. I think it's definitely a recommended purchase.
I think it's a best buy.
I think it's a best buy. Okay.
Is that already a trademark?
I think well, probably. Like Sears and Roebuck. Anyway, I'm Mike Morales.
You and your Sears.
Sears and Roebuck.
I'm Alex Perez. You've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado, and like always we say, sip wisely. Thanks for watching.